Hey everyone, have I here, bro? Video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing a full breakdown and some fun little team builds for the Golden Week Dokkan Festival exclusive improvement hits. With that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And yeah, better late than never. But I was going to choose never since I had a horrific experience summoning for this unit here. If you guys want to check out a Despair arc, go ahead and check out the summoning videos for this unit on my main account. But all in all, this is the better unit of the two in terms of the Golden Week celebration for 2025. And I figured I was already 60% done with the slides. I was like, I'll just go ahead and finish it up and complete the full breakdown here. So let's go ahead and start off with the card arts. Very good card arts. Both the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and the improvement hit is fantastic. It looks great. The SSR looks incredible. He has that improvement stance there, right? You know, during the fight with Goku. And then it does have a an active skill transformation, I guess you can say, as well. It turns into this card art over here. It's okay, right? I actually like the active skill transformation more than the transformed one, but again, all in all, I think it is a solid, 8.5, 9 out of 10 in terms of hits of card arts. I really like all of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the nitty gritty of the better unit of the two in terms of the Dokkan Festival exclusive, the dual Dokkan Festival exclusive for Golden Week. Starting with the leader skill. Now the leader skill is interesting because this unit ended up having 3 categories, and then of course the 2 to boost up for 220%. Goku did not have that, and I think that was one of the big misses for Dokkan, providing 3. And I know Universe 6 is a lot smaller than representative of Universe 7 in terms of a category, but they really missed the mark there because they provided accelerated battle, which was very, very good. But for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, there isn't an opportunity to run the Dokkan Festival exclusive 10-year anniversary units, which accelerated battle they are on, and that makes this unit already a better leader skill overall, at this moment in time. So you have Universe 6 rapid growth accelerated battle at 200% and 170, and then the 50% boost for tournament participants and super bosses. The super attack is a stacking unit, so of course this makes this a very, very good unit to run festival battles. Not really one of my favorite events created for Dokkan, just because of the length of the time to actually complete that event. So it is the time skip here, raises attack defense, causes immense damage, a high chance of stunning the enemy. So I believe that's a 20% boost, and then you go ahead and go into the passive skill here. It does have an entrance animation when there's 2 or more tournament participants or Universe 6 category allies upon the character's entry turn. You get chance of evading enemies attack 20%, defense 160, and then launches additional super attack for 6 turns. So again, this is it's 3 turns for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but 6 turns for hit. I'm not too sure what they're trying to accomplish making this unit, just having these little things, just 3 more turns here and an additional option here, and then the stacking ability. It would have been nice to have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken stack as well versus the decrease of HP. So already you can already tell this is a much better unit, or design unit to say the least. Basic effects here, you got Ki +2, attack and defense 200%, high chance performing critical hit, high chance of evading enemies attack, and then launches additional attack, has a great chance of super attack. So very similar in terms of the base effects for Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. And again, I'm comparing it to the other unit because it is the same celebration, right? And then when attacking with max ki of the 12 ki here, you get an additional attack defense 100%, and then with every attack performed, you get additional 60% within the turn. So that's really nice there for every attack performed. Then, let's see right here, then for every attack evaded, you get an additional 60% increase and a chance of evading enemies' attack for another 6% within the turn. So that's quite nice. Thus, you can really run this unit as a first position unit. However, since it's a dodging unit, you are going to come across certain events that you don't want to bring this unit on, especially units or fights that you can't dodge in, right? So you got to watch out for that. But ultimately, because of the dodge mechanics and the increased dodge abilities, you could run this in first position. And then for every time a character performs 3 or more super attacks in the battle, then you get some really nice benefits here. Attacked enemy attack and defense 30% debuff within once up to once within the turn, and then seals, and then interrupts the attack enemy up to once in a turn. So just really nice little pieces if you're able to have these little mechanics here, right? So and then when the target enemy has HP 60% or less, has the following status and HP 60% or less, you get these little statuses on there. You get the additional 60% to attack, and then attacks are guaranteed to hit. So yeah, with like end game fights, you're not going to really have a lot of those abilities there up. But all in all, still again a little bit of additional mechanics. However, you're not going to stay in this form for the entirety of the fight. You get much better. That's why I call it improvement hit, even though the name is just hit. So what happens basically is you improve, and once you improve, like getting serious with PyCon, you change your stance due to improvement, and then this can be activated when the character performs 6 or more attacks in the battle, or after the character evades 3 or more attacks, including super attacks, in the battle once only. Very easy to activate this, right? A couple turns, you should be absolutely ready to go. And then you turn into this bad boy. Much better overall. So first and foremost, it stacks at 50%, so greatly raises attack defense and causes immense damage and a great chance of stunning the enemy. So you go from 20 to 50. That's pretty awesome, right? So then you dive into the passive skill here. You have key +3 attack and defense 260%, great chance to perform a critical hit at 70%, and that's great chance of evasion. Launch an additional super attack, guaranteed. Launch an additional attack has a great chance to perform a super attack, so 70% chance there. So it's going to be 3 super attacks. Highly likely you're going to get 3 super attacks just with the base effects here once you go improvement. Guaranteed to hit. Attack enemies, attack and defense 30% debuff. Seals, if you can seal. When you're a max key, additional 160% to attack defense. Interrupts attacks enemy, or interrupts the attacked enemy. That's really awesome there. And then for every attack performed, 66 to attack within a turn. And then for every attack received or evaded, that's really nice little added on there. Defense 66% chance up, and then that additional 6% chance within the turn for evasion. And then when all allies are attacking the same turn, which is going to be difficult to do currently right now with the team you can run for Universe 6, you have a scouter. And then when receiving an attack for an enemy who's hit, when receiving an attack from an enemy who is hit by the character's super attack, chance of evading his enemy's attack 16% increase. So it's better, if you're in second or third position with this mechanic there. But again, just depends on how you're going to run the teams. But all in all, very, very good. Very good setup here. Really, yes, it is a dodging unit, so it does have some limitations in certain fights. But yeah, it's a solidly good designed unit overall. Decent leader skill, etc., etc. So let's look at the team builds that you can run here. Primarily with the 250 and 220%, it is very limited, as you can see here. Even with the 3 categories that's on there, it's not as much as some of these other teams that you're able to find recently. So you do have a couple decent options, but all in all, not the top tier. Now, again, with the 170% with accelerated battle, you do have a lot more options if you're going to run at 170. So let's take a look and design, some of these teams here. First, starting with the 250, 220, and just really running a Goku team. So if you run all the Gokus on here for 250 and 220%, you can put hit in first position. And technically speaking, this is like an all dodge team. So this is ADA Dodgeball approved dodging team here. So again, don't bring this on those fights that lock you up and you can't dodge on that. Well, you do have Tech UI Goku, so I don't have to say that you can't bring it to those fights, because once Tech UI Goku goes domain, you're good to go on there. Now wait a minute, does that? Yeah, it should help the extreme class units. It's just not going to buff them in the boost area there for super class, I don't believe. But yeah, it would allow you to dodge. You can see some of the other alts that you have here, some cells, but again, the pool is very, very, very low. If you kind of switch things up to the extreme class versus the super class, so this is more super class, you know, and or with just Goku, you know, I probably would, instead of like a dodging team, I probably put, you know, this guy on here instead of the dodge Kaioken Goku. But you can then run this team here, which is the extreme class team. Very light in options as well. I did put the 60% support hit for the cell here. That's kind of the only option I had because you know, like the Universe 6 units, they're mostly super class, and hit was the sole extreme class unit on there. So speaking of Universe 6, here's the Universe 6 team that I guess could be okay, right? We are assuming that this unit will EZA in the celebration. I don't have the EZA moniker on here, but it's on this team because we assume that this will EZA. You can run this in the second position right here. So I think this right here is possibility to make the team usable, but as of right now, when I'm recording this video, this isn't EZA'd yet. So when you basically remove, oh, by the way, I have Vados here at 170. When you remove the 220 and 250 and 220 limitation, then you open things up and you can see like you can run a lot of really, really good 170%. The 10-year anniversary, the Super Saiyan 4 EZA, LR Gogeta. You have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LR34. You have Gotenks. You have a bunch of options, as you can see down there. Support unit, you can use another dodging unit in Glorio. So the 170 portion of the team is top notch because accelerated battle is very good. However, you do have very, very limitations on the 250, 220. Now, will this get this team to top 10? Possibly, right? Possibly. Even though you're running this at 170, or a lot of these units 170, hit is really, really good. And his ability to complete festival battles, I might have to give him a couple extra points on here. But ultimately, yeah, it's very, very good. So really, the only other team that you're maybe going to be running this unit on is tournament participants in Worldwide Chaos with the STR Cell, and I just put him with PyCon because they actually link well, yeah, that's an option that you can run here. I won't say not ideal, not a very good one, but I think the opportunity here is providing a slot 1 unit, albeit dodging unit, for the STRs. I just wish instead of his revival boost was himself, I wish it was himself or another ally. This team then would be much, much higher, right? If that was the case. But anyway, that's pretty much about it. Really not much except for these kind of teams here that you can run. All in all, this is a solid unit. If you're chasing one of the two, chase hit. Just don't experience the summoning session like I did. It was pretty rough. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkan, and we'll catch you next time. Later.